Hello, welcome to my channel, Soul Horizons Tarot. I'm going to be doing a year reading for the sign of Taurus. Keep in mind that this is a collective reading, so if it does not sound familiar, if it does not fit your situation, then it is probably not your story, not your reading. We're going to start out with January, pull one card for each, as well as clarifiers, and each one will represent the main theme of the month. The card on the bottom will be the main theme of the year. I've already done a shuffle. I'm just going to cut the deck and we'll get started. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if it did resonate or if you enjoy this and want to see future content. But we're going to get started with your reading. So January, if this is your reading, you'll have already probably, you'll be able to tell by this one because we're starting off, it's almost the end of the month. Yeah. Okay, so January, February, and March. Significant. Nope. Make that. Okay, you and who was it? I just did a reading where somebody else had a lot of majors coming out. Good grief. I think you already beat them though. 5 majors already showing up. So the first half of your year looks like it's going to be pretty significant for you. And then a lot of cups at the latter end. Okay. Alright. So, starting out with January, we have the Fool. And that is Pisces, Aries, but mainly Aquarius energy. This is all about brand new beginnings, stepping out towards new, embarking on a new adventure, taking a chance, taking a risk, taking a leap of faith. It can... Hold on, let me turn that down just a little bit. I can talk about going against the grain despite all odds, just branching out towards something new. I can also talk about energetically having a lot of optimism, freedom, or wanting freedom, moving towards freedom. A desire or hunger to free yourself of something. But let's see. So I already kind of looked on that. That's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So very strong Aquarius energy here in the month of January, which kind of makes sense because February is the month of Aquarius. So, well, the end of January as well goes from Aquarius or Capricorn into Aquarius. So maybe on the latter half of January, you're making some kind of... This could be a different person though, so we'll see. Maybe a final decision to branch out on your own, try new things, do something different. We'll see what else comes out for you here. The spirit of new or adventure for the month of January. Some of you may be going against your better nature to be more practical and take a risk. Or going against what others may be telling you is impractical and saying, you know, screw that noise, I'm doing my own thing. Tell me more about the King of Swords and the Fool. This could also be with the King of Swords and the Fool that you're not dealing with any foolishness. Tell me one more for Taurus in the month of January with the King of Swords and the Fool. One more, please, with the King of Swords and the Fool for the month of January 2023 for Taurus, okay? Queen of Cups, yeah, I feel like you're following your heart. I don't know if this is a different person, but you're moving towards something that emotionally fulfills you, makes you happy. This would be in direct opposition to this King of Swords, where he wants us to be logical, rational, practical, deal with facts, not emotions. You are being led by your heart or your feelings here. You could be moving towards a water sign as well, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Or allowing your heart to guide you. So tell me about the Fool. What's this new adventure? What's that about? What is that Fool about? Why is that here? What does it represent for Taurus in the month of January? Could just be like the new year. Maybe this is like a New Year's resolution. You're allowing this to be a new year for you, a new chapter. Tell me about the Fool. Why is that here? What does it represent? Out with the old, in with the new kind of attitude. Alright, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, for some of you, you may be pursuing a new career, a new business, maybe a new line of work, or maybe something that you're turning into your own, like being an entrepreneur or something. But some of you may be starting a new health regimen, eating better, taking better care of yourself, making yourself the focus, improving your position with either work, health, life in general. Maybe some of you are branching out because you feel a little bit more self-confident now. You've learned a lot, you've grown a lot. And this is the year you're taking all that you've learned and you're implementing it. But for some of you, like I said, this could be you deciding to start your own business or to improve your career. Tell me about that King of Swords. Who or what does that King of Swords represent here? Who or what does this King of Swords represent? Some of you could be single, because this is the singles card, or you are newly single. You've separated yourself from a person that was holding you back, trying to call the shots. Tell me about that King of Swords. Why is that here? What does it represent? Almost. Alright, 3 shuffles. 1. It's 2. Queen of Cups again. So this very well could be a person. It could be you, or it could be another person. If it's you, I think you're fighting your instinct here to be logical, to separate your like what makes sense from your feelings, from your heart, and you're following your heart this time. Or if this is not you, this is somebody who basically feels like feelings don't have anything to do with it, or shouldn't have. You shouldn't involve your feelings with when you make decisions, when you take action, possibly even when you communicate. They separate that. You know, there's logic and reasoning versus feelings. The King and the King of Swords and the Queen of Cups don't necessarily see eye to eye. They don't emotionally respond well to one another because the King of Swords doesn't understand the Queen of Cups, nor does the Queen of Cups understand the King of Swords. So, this is a person, and you are moving towards possibly another person, or you're following your heart here. So we're going to see what that's about. Tell me about that Queen of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yep, you're following your heart. You're following what makes you happy, what brings you pleasure, what makes you feel emotionally content. And I don't think it has anything to do with what this King of Swords is telling you. Whether that's your own internal voice, or that's somebody else, like other people in general. But I think this is one particular person especially. An especially loud voice that you're kind of breaking away from. Not to say that they don't give good advice or whatever, it's just it doesn't ring true for you anymore because you have 2 9s here. Very motivated here. What fulfills me is kind of what you're aiming towards. What makes you happy? What brings you pleasure? Alright, tell me about the Fool and the 9 of Pentacles. Okay. We have Staff. You will be taken care of in difficult times. I kind of feel like you don't want to be taken care of. You want to be able to take care of yourself. You want to be more independent, more self-reliant, more self-sufficient. Possibly, especially financially, but does not have to be. Tell me more. You could be working in the healthcare business as well with that, like taking care of others. We also have Carrot, Opportunity, or Windfall. Okay, so maybe some of you had really good luck in the job department, or some kind of really great opportunity was presented to you, and now you're taking a chance on it. You're taking a risk. You're taking a leap of faith towards whatever that is. Oh, great. Tell me about that King of Swords with that Queen of Cups. Who is that? No. I had 2 come out. I don't like that. Tell me about the King of Swords and the Queen of Cups. We have Hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. Okay, so this could have been somebody that was trying to offer you help, assistance, or guidance. You will be taken care of in difficult times. So maybe somebody did offer you something. Maybe you're taking that. You're taking them up on their offer or on their help. Maybe they offered you a job or a position. But it's almost as if you don't want to be beholden to that King of Swords. Maybe their help comes with stipulations. That's what I'm getting from this. Like, if it is receiving help, you also don't want to be... You don't want to owe anybody any favors. Anything else on that King of Swords with the Queen of Cups, please? Anything else? Okay, Frying Pan, Trouble and Accusations. Okay, so maybe you are accusing someone else of taking advantage of you, or someone's accusing you of taking advantage of them, of their help, and that's why you want to free yourself. Like basically calling you, like saying that you took advantage of them, you cheated them in some way, or you, I don't know why the word, what is that, when risk, flight risk. Like they're accusing you of flight risk. Like they're saying that you won't uphold your end of the bargain, or that you didn't. Or maybe that's your feelings towards someone else. Or maybe someone helped you out in a time of trouble and accusations. So there's several ways to interpret this. I'm trying to keep it opening, 'cause I know there's more than one person that's watching. Alright, new job, career, and that's what I said. So some of you are moving towards some kind of new, potential new opportunity. Last one, getting together with friends. So maybe you'll be working with friends, or you'll make new friends, or you and your friends are going into some kind of business together. You make friends with your coworkers. So January seems to be a good month. A month of new beginnings, opportunities. Alright, moving on to February. We have Temperance, that's Sagittarius energy. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's not Temperance, that's the star, that's more Aquarius. I don't know why, I guess the water, there's Temperance right there. This is the star. So, success, victory, wish fulfillment, a wish coming true, really good luck, healing, faith, hope, optimism. It can also talk about sometimes being in the spotlight, like receiving a lot of attention, reward, recognition, in a big way though. So being like a star, but we'll see. And then we have the moon. So the moon and the star, two celestial bodies here. Things are going on behind the curtain here for you. This could be like astrologically good placements. But with the moon, there is some danger of things that are hidden, not understood, unknown, uncertain. We'll see what that is. That's Cancer, Pisces, but mainly Cancer and Aquarius here. So let's see what else is. Another major, by the way. Tell me more about the moon and the star. The moon and the star, please, for the month of February for Taurus. Tell me one more with the moon and the star. Unlocking gifts, potential. Unlocking gifts and potential just came to mind. And another major, good grief. Empress. So some of you could be like an incredible opportunity that really puts you in an elevated position. Something with power, status, fame, possibly. A higher level of status or hierarchy. Climbing the ladder of success in a big way. I'm really curious to see what that moon is about. But that's Taurus, Libra. Some of you could have landed your dream job. Tell me about the star. Why is that here? What does it represent? Tell me about the star, please, for the month of February for Taurus. Another major. That's 4 majors. February is huge. All the big players. Aries energy. So the Emperor and the Empress go together. Okay, they're divine counterparts. So this could very well be about maybe a soul connection, a soulmate. It could talk about like meeting the right person, that this is the person that elevates you or hires you or gives you like a golden ticket here. This could be a husband, this could be a boss, this could be a parent, okay, somebody that has authority over you or has a very important function, like a formative place in your life. So someone or something that's incredibly significant to you. But this could be like you taking ownership of a business, taking ownership of a system. Like whether that's a manager position or you're the actual owner of the company, the boss. You are the person that others answer to. But again, this could definitely talk about reaching a level of success that is, you know, fame, fortune, wealth, abundance, prosperity, power. Tell me about the moon. Tell me about the moon. This could be meeting a person that is very important for your life. Tell me about the moon. Why is that here? What does it represent? Why is the moon here? Why is the moon here for the month of February for Taurus? Why is that here? What does it represent? Alright, 3 shuffles. 1, 2, and 3. This could be building an empire with someone. Okay, Page of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn there. Remember when I said unlocking unknown potential or gifts? That's kind of the energy I'm getting with this. The moon can be kind of a warning. And I'm not sure what that warning is yet. Other than maybe like pride comes before a fall. Like don't allow your ego to become too big, or don't get complacent. This is a big win, but it also comes with a lot of responsibility, so don't allow that to overshadow there could be some unknown element to all of this. Because this could be like a power couple kind of thing, where you build an empire with someone and it rises to a level of success you never even dreamed of. But with that comes a lot of unforeseen things, problems, responsibilities, issues. Tell me about that Empress. Why is that here? What does it represent? Tell me about the Empress, please. Why is that here? What does it represent for the month of February for Taurus? It could just be that you never expected that this offer would lead you in to this height. Or that a talent or something that you considered a hobby would become so successful. You had no idea that you could use your innate talents to this end. Tell me about that, Empress. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, this is just about your position, especially your financial position within life. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is you, and this is your wealth, your home, your family. This is having everything you want, need, desire, especially on a monetary level. This is abundance, okay? Really great cards. I think the only thing there is that Moon card, which, like, it has some unforeseen things, maybe unforeseen expenses. Or you had no idea having that level of success, the problems that would come with it, like all the complications. Otherwise, like, really great. Okay, so tell me about the Star and the Emperor. I mean, this could also be landing like that that dream spouse, whether husband or wife, doesn't matter, who provides for you or provides a certain lifestyle for you. So peace and harmony just came out, but I'm gonna put that back. Wind chimes, peace and harmony. Tell me about the Star. Okay, thank you. What do we get there? Broken wishbone. Wish will not be granted, and I think that's the opposite here, because that is about wish fulfillment. Maybe it had been a failed attempt in the past. So maybe for somebody that's confirming, you know, how serious this was for them. Something that they had tried over and over again, and this is... Tell me one more. Okay, yeah, Boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. And that's what the Emperor does. So when he's faced with adversity, when he is faced with failure, he does not back down. So maybe that's an aspect of having oneness. You did not give up, or you're being asked not to. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Well, the Emperor wants a lot. You can't get any higher than the Emperor and Empress. Tell me about the Moon and the Page of Pentacles. Tell me about the Moon and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, there could be a man involved. Fair man. Dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. It's not terribly important to me. Maybe for someone out there it's confirmation, but I saw 1111. Love, deep affection, and caring. So this very well could be about a romantic partnership. I'm going to switch this. Tell me more. Okay, flying bird, news is on its way, and that would be about love, affection, and caring. So, okay, some of you could meet a person in your journey of striving towards a certain level of whatever this wish fulfillment is. You could meet a very significant person through this journey. For some of you, you are this man. For others of you, this is the man that we're talking about. Tell me about the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. And then we had, fair woman. Look at that. Okay, so that's just confirming to me, fair man and fair woman, that this is about a divine counterpart for someone. This is their story. It's specifically just about a soulmate. It's not like a superficial thing. We also had bread, period of prosperity and abundance. When we have too much worry about sexual matters, that could be an issue with one or both of you, but it could be saying too much concern with prosperity and abundance. So for some of you, you may be a little bit too concerned with material wealth, status, power, fame. Or this could be the other person. One person is kind of obsessive about it. But otherwise, and I think that if that's the case, that's what that moon would be warning about, is that sometimes you don't, what you see as success and wealth and being rich and famous and all that, it's not all that it's cracked up to be, and it comes with a lot of things that you never knew or expected. Like you get a lot of fake when you enter that world. A lot of fake friends, people. Alright, so moving on to March, we have the Lovers. So very well, again, could be about a divine connection, a divinely guided connection, a soulmate, a twin flame is thrown around too much, but Gemini energy there. Four of Cups. So let's see what that's about. Tell me more. One more with the Four of Cups and the Lovers. One more with the Four of Cups and the Lovers, please. Put that back. If that's where I want to send it back out. Okay. So we had Death come out with the Ace of Swords. Death is about endings, change, transformation. With the Ace of Swords, I think with that will come some kind of clarity, truth, understanding, acknowledgement. Like a dose of reality here. Tell me about the Lovers. Why is that here? What does it represent? Lovers can obviously talk about a connection, but it can also talk about a head-over-heart decision, a major choice. Tell me about the Lovers. Why is that here? What does it represent for the month of March? One, two, Queen of Swords, okay. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, very strong Gemini there. We also have Scorpio, Aries here. Or not Aries, just Scorpio. And then, yeah, having to make some kind of major decision, possibly about a connection. Tell me about that Four of Cups. Why is it here? What does it represent? Having to end a connection, possibly, or having to end something. And it needs your consideration. Like it's unavoidable in the month of March. You can no longer avoid it. I think that Four of Cups is about avoidance. Tell me about the Four of Cups. Why is that here? What does it represent? One, two, three. Okay, this could be about a marriage. Your marriage, somebody else's. It could be like you want, in order for a relationship to move forward, you want to make sure that everything is done by the book. Like legally, so say you're getting involved with somebody that hasn't quite finalized their divorce, or there's stuff on their end that they need to settle, or stuff on your end that you need to settle before you can get into a serious relationship. But all of that means having to break a contract. And that's what it comes down is to making a serious commitment to end something, or at least to change something significant. I don't know if it's tied back here to this, but we're having to take very careful consideration over whatever this is, this ending that needs an answer or that needs the truth. This is something that has to be resolved. It's not, we can get to that. It's a must. It's a necessity. It's a prerequisite. Tell me about the Lovers. Tell me about the Lovers with the Queen of Swords. I don't know if this is you demanding something happen, or if this is you have to be the one. Like, to take charge of something and make some kind of decision. If you're asking someone to make a major decision, or if you are the one that has to make it, regardless, that's what has to happen. I think you don't want to have anything to do with it unless it's by the book. That's Taurus energy right there. You have stipulations, or someone else does, that you have to follow. Tell me about the Lovers and the Queen of Swords. Okay, Peacock. Beware of great pride. What else? There could be a dark man involved. Dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. Now this could be the one with great ego, or you could be. Tell me about one more with the Lovers and the Queen of Swords, please. Okay. An exciting event. Tell me about the Four of Cups. This could also be not being interested in marriage or a serious commitment. Somebody not being interested. But I think things are changing on that, in that regard. Tell me about the Four of Cups and the Hierophant. The most difficult part of a situation is over. Tell me more. Tell me more, please, with the Four of Cups. Okay. Turkey. Someone is behaving stupidly. So there's two cards here now. Someone is behaving stupidly. Beware of great pride. It could be this person. It could be you. It might be attached to this, like you win some kind of major thing, And it's kind of a warning that, like, don't, now that you have this, don't allow yourself to think that nothing can come between you and it. Your pride might get in the way of you making wise decisions, or someone else. Tell me about death and the Ace of Swords. Yeah, that's what that feels like. It kind of feels like a dose of reality. Tell me about the death and the Ace of Swords, please. Well, that's one case where I'll take two. So now we have 4 cards. An arrogant, boastful person you should not cross, Rooster. And Ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. So you are being, or you are dealing with somebody who will not change. Give me 1 second. Okay, so like I was saying, dealing with a person that, or you are being, and I kind of get that energy that maybe whatever this is kind of like blows up your ego. And the thing about that Queen of Swords is that she's a lot kinder, a lot more gentle, a lot more understanding and compassionate than that King of Swords, who is what you are trying to get away from in the month of January. I think you're being asked to be more like the Queen of Swords, is to be more compassionate, be more understanding, be more kind and generous. Don't let your ego break, because I think that Ace of Swords, that wake-up call, is kind of like a humbling experience if you don't, or if you are too proud. Even if you are dealing with a person that behaves stupidly, you're still supposed to be the bigger person in the situation. You're not supposed to lower yourself to that level. Or all of this could be talking about somebody else that you're dealing with. But still, you have to watch your pride. But we have a lot of cards here that talk about a particular type of person. And the Queen of Swords is kind of like the person that mediates, that allows someone to speak, listens, but then she comes back with a judgment, she comes back with a verdict. She makes a ruling or a decision based on all the information, but also she does use more of her feelings than the King of Swords would. But she also doesn't suffer bullshit either. So this could be about a connection, the end of one, or I kind of feel it's more about a decision. Even if it is a relationship involved, it comes down to making some kind of very serious, very important, necessary action, which could involve ending something or changing something in the month of March. Now in April we have Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy, but that's all about balancing things out, healing, patience. It is a card of divine timing, so everything when it's supposed to happen and not before. It's also, moderating something, whether that's self-moderation or moderation of other elements in play. So we'll see what that's about. We have the Empress again, which you had here in February. Taurus, Libra. Tell me more. Tell me more with the Empress and Temperance. Balancing out work and social life or family maybe. Tell me more. Adjusting to something. That's what that feels like. Adjusting to maybe this amazing thing that happened to you. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. So we're back to the Empress and Emperor. So this is like, yeah, maybe husband and wife, maybe long-term serious commitment where two people have to kind of like figure out the right flow of something. Or it could be healing between these two people, or divinely timed, and this is the right time. Tell me about Temperance. Why is that here? What does it represent? Why is this here? What does it represent? Tell me about Temperance, please, for the month of April. Okay. King of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Strong Aquarius does not have to be. This feels like something that needs to be taken seriously. And it's like, yes, taking it into serious consideration, but also listening intently. This could even be two people that are serious, like undergoing like real therapy, and both people having to set aside their self and listen. It almost gives an element of couples therapy. Maybe you don't actually go to therapy, but it's a period of time where you both have to hush long enough to hear. It could be like between two people that have to work together and they kind of have almost the same position, so they have to find a way to not clash. So let's see what this is. Tell me about the Empress. I think this is you, or at least a feminine versus a masculine. So if you're the masculine in this situation, you'll be over here. You'll know who you are. If you're the more dominant, aggressive, leader type, then you'll be over here, Aries. And if you're more the more receptive, submissive, nurturing type, you'll be on this side. Does not matter if you're male or female. You can be a man on this side. The more aggressive will be the masculine. Or it could be even like finding a flow between masculine and feminine. Tell me. Listening to both sides. That's what I'm getting from this. Whether it's between two people or between self. It's finding the right balance between masculine and feminine. Tell me about the Empress. Three of Cups. Okay. And then the Emperor. Seven of Cups. Okay, so this side feels more light, carefree. Have fun, kick back, relax, enjoy. This over here feels a little bit more like, okay, yes, but there are things that we need to go over. I'm struggling to understand. I don't understand. I'm confused. the details are uncertain. It's foggy, it's hazy on this end. And that's why there needs to be some serious communication, so that both of these people can understand the other. It also kind of feels like this person over here doesn't understand this person, and they kind of feel like they're left to deal with all the details, while this person kind of kicks back and takes it easy. So there might be some disagreements here on who should carry what, or the roles that belong to who, if that makes sense. And if it isn't another person, then you might be more in touch with your feminine side and a little bit more confused with your masculine. Like, accessing the feminine part of yourself is very easy, carefree, like natural, whereas the masculine, when to act, when to fight, when to go to war, is kind of up in the air. So tell me about the temperance. Something needs to be balanced here, and we do it through communication, or at least honesty, acknowledgement. Alright, tell me about the temperance and the King of Swords. Tell me about temperance and the King of Swords, please. Major challenge to overcome. Okay, so there's a mountain here between the two. We could need a mediator. We could need somebody to mediate these two. And then rat. Someone working against you behind your back. Doesn't necessarily mean the person you're dealing with. It could just be like you both are kind of working against each other. Not really trying to, just by default, based on personality. But there could be a rat. So tell me about the Empress and the Three of Cups. Tell me about the Empress and the Three of Cups. Tell me about the Empress. Axe. Forces working against you. So we have two cards, and this is creating the major challenge about forces working against you, or someone working against you. And I'm going to be honest, it feels like this Empress, whoever this is, whether that's you or another individual, this is the problem. They're too carefree. They don't take things seriously enough. I don't want to say they're lazy, but it's like maybe they just expect. I do kind of get kind of a bratty attitude from this side. Tell me more about the Empress and the Three of Cups. But then again, this person could be surrounding themselves with people. Yeah, that's an element too. This Empress could, like, you know, enjoy everybody's company, but not realize that some of those people are not really her friends. And that's what's his problem. Or part of his problem, at least. I think he's got a lot. Alright, temporary situation with the tent. So yeah, I think it could be easily rectified if we would just come to some kind of agreement, or at least communicate. I think communication is a struggle. Tell me, that's too many. Tell me about the Emperor and that Seven of Cups. A couple here. Great personal sorrow. Teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. And then lightning, control your anger or you will be sorry. So maybe this Emperor is very, very angry, but it comes from a place of loss, possibly because now that Three of Cups can sometimes talk about a third-party situation. So she could have had an affair with his best friend. That's a literal translation, but you know, somebody out there could. Climbing towards success. I don't know, it's almost like these two people had a taste of success, and it's actually creating this wedge in their connection or in their marriage. Instead of making it stronger, it's actually creating issues. Or maybe one person in the connection had big success and the other person, you know, for whatever purpose or reason, it's like they're still stuck with the everyday problems, and the wealth and the power and the status and the fame and all that isn't addressing those problems, and so they kind of feel like they're alone, while this other person, whoever that is, you or someone else, is kind of living the life. They feel alone. But a need for balance, basically. And I feel like most of these issues could easily be overcome, or at least, you know, the start, if we would just listen to one another, if we would just communicate. Alright, so in May it looks like something comes to a head. We have the Tower, Scorpio, Aries. Big change, big interruption, disruption, possibly an ending of some kind. Could be unexpected, does not have to be. We'll see. Ten of Cups. Oh dear. Tell me one more with the Ten of Cups and the Tower. It's like everything comes to a head in May. All this build up, and then boom, in May we have a blow up. Ten of Cups and the Tower, please. The month of May for Taurus. Okay. We have 2. And the Moon and the Ten of Wands. Yeah, it's like the problems that we didn't address came to haunt us, or come to haunt us in May. It could be because somebody didn't express the problem, or maybe they didn't communicate it in the right way so that it was clear for the other person. But they could have hidden this information, that they were struggling, that they were having a hard time, that they were losing or slipping, their control was slipping. Maybe they were trying to hide the fact that they were struggling out of pride. You did have that, beware of great pride. Tell me more. Tell me about that Tower. Why is that here? What does it represent? It could be trying to shoulder all the burdens, all the responsibilities, all the obligations, and it all comes crashing down on them. Whoever that is, whether that's you or the other person. And it does look like this has to do with you and someone in particular. Whether that's a lover, a friend, a family member, a fellow co-worker. Tell me about the Tower. Why is that here? What does it represent? Page of Swords. Yeah. And it's like somebody was hiding their struggle. But not only were they hiding it and they weren't communicating it, nobody was asking either. Or somebody wasn't asking the right questions. It could be that information is divulged here, that creates a tower moment. But it's almost like, what is that saying? Like, the horses are already out of the barn at this point. It's too late. Tell me about the Ten of Cups. Now this could talk about a family, a marriage, a relationship. Tell me about that Ten of Cups. Why is that here? What does it represent? It's like something blows up in your face. It could be somebody hiding their mental health issues. Yeah. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio there, that King of Cups. He didn't, whoever this is, you or the other person, they were struggling, or you were struggling, maybe with depression, maybe with something that, like, feeling burdened, feeling exhausted, overworking, or all the day-to-day things that we carry became too much. Maybe it's a panic attack, anxiety, mental health issues, depression, trauma, old wounds, new wounds. But whatever it is, in May it seems to like come to a head. Tell me about the Tower. It could be that somebody tells us, like, exposes some kind of hidden information. Too. Pay attention to your health, just flipped. So something maybe that you were ignoring about your own health or somebody else's. Tell me more. Like a health crisis or a breakdown in your health or someone else's. Tell me about the Tower. You are highly thought of. Yeah, it feels like this, because you are highly thought of, or whoever this person is, somebody else was highly thought of, because they were seen in such a light that they could carry the burden. Nobody knew they were struggling, or that you were struggling, because they thought so well of your strength, your tenacity, your drive, your determination, or this other person's. And so it was a big shock when this person fell. So this could be you, or it could be telling you, like, look, you need to pay attention to this other person because you don't know it, but they're struggling. You don't know it, but they're depressed and they're having, like, scary thoughts. Like, this could be a warning to someone out there. Tell me about that Ten of Cups and the Ten and King of Cups. Okay, we had Horseshoe. Good luck. Tell me more. And Casket. Someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. So yeah, whatever this was, it disrupts. It completely disrupts this Ten of Cups, which could be a family. I think the good luck has something to do with up here. Like, just because you're doing so well in life doesn't mean you can't still struggle. Or this person. Tell me about the Moon and the Ten of Wands. Tell me about the Moon and the Ten of Wands. A goal-oriented person. Yeah, it's like they gave no clue, or you were giving no hint that deep down you were really struggling. You were really fighting some kind of hidden battle. For some of you, this could be an older man. You had no idea that your father or your brother or your husband or your best friend, whoever this is This person could need a vacation. I'm putting that to the side. Tell me about the moon and the Ten of Wands. Okay, for sure that one. Okay, lightning again. Control your anger or you will be sorry. That kind of goes with pay attention to your health. Maybe that is a blow up because it finally gets to you, and instead of doing it in a healthy way where you let people know, or they do, they allow it to just get out of hand and they snap. And then wind chimes, peace and harmony came out as well. I feel like this person or you, I keep saying that because I don't know who this is attached to. By default, I would say you, but this could be someone else. I don't want anybody out there to think that this is about them and they completely, they don't give attention to someone else that might be struggling. But anyway, this person has been fighting for a long time. Or you have. And may be a mental health thing, a month where you need to check in on yourself, mental health check-in on yourself or someone else. Because someone is not really being honest about where they are. And that could harm and it can hurt someone, not just the person hiding it, but those that love them, those that are, that care. So, June, Page of Cups with the Two of Pentacles. This feels like not taking something seriously. Tell me one more with the Two of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. One more with Page of Cups and the Two of Pentacles for the month of June. Two of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, please. Taurus. One. Okay. Two. So, Ten of Cups came out. So again, that's back from May. We had the Ten of Cups here. Now we have it again. The Page of Pentacles. Alright, maybe this is about baby steps. Baby steps back to the Ten of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment, happiness, happy family. Tell me about who or what. We have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Tell me about that Page of Cups. Tell me about that Page of Cups. Who or what is that about? Could be about a child and or children. Does not have to be. One. Two. We had two come out, so 3 pages now, and then also now this might be attached to back here when we have this blow up. This might be like, okay, we're gonna try to fix this. We're gonna try to make things right. But it's like in the infant stages of it, of trying to figure out a way to approach it or to deal with it, or to learn how to navigate it, or possibly like we're in the early stages of learning how to diagnose something. Okay, so this could be like finding out that somebody has, for example, some kind I almost said neuropathy, neurodivergence. And here we're learning how to medicate for it. That kind of thing. Why am I doing this one? We have Aries, Leo, Sag, and a Libra as well. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles. It's like we're in the testing phase of something here. Trying to get back to that Ten of Cups. Because it was blown up in May. Tell me about that Two of Pentacles. Finding out what works, what doesn't work. Two of Pentacles, please. Why is that here? What does it represent? This is weighing something. 1, 2, and 3. Another Page of Cups. Yeah, and it's like trying to approach something carefully and with consideration, gently, trying to learn something about. It's almost like we have to go back to basics here and start from the ground up. You're not losing anything. It's just like I said, as an example, somebody finding out that they're bipolar, and then here they're finding out, they're getting information, or they're gathering information on how to treat it. That's not, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but that's kind of the energy. That's only, it's like this is all new to me, so I have to figure out, I have to handle this carefully and gently. It was unbalanced, and we're trying to figure out how to make it right again, to get back to that Ten of Cups, to restore that Ten of Cups. Tell me about the Page. There's a lot of pages here, so this is all about new. Like being a child almost, and learning something completely new to us. Vacation, that's the third time that's come out. It says kite, so maybe that's significant. Tell me about the Page of Cups, the Page of Wands, and Justice. I mean, to be fair, this could be about child support, child custody. Yeah, someone going out of your life, or the end of a situation, again. Okay, this could be like about picking up the pieces after losing something. It doesn't necessarily have to be a person. But that's what I was saying, like getting back to the basics. Now that the Tower moment brought the Ten of Cups down because something was unknown. Now we're trying to reverse engineer everything and figure out where it all went wrong and how to get it back. Rat, someone working against you behind your back. So that's the second time that one has come out. So for some of you, you may be figuring out or relearning the people or a person in the situation that hid something from you, or what they did was kind of sneaky, like they didn't divulge everything, and you're having to be the one to pick up those pieces and start fresh. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles. Weigh your options carefully. Tell me about that Two of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, please. Alright. So, you have tankard and gong. Celebration, fun, enjoyment, and an exciting event. Maybe some of you are trying to figure out if you should go or if you should stay and take care of a situation. Like you have to choose. Ten of Cups and the Page. Career. And beware of greed. Spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Something needs your attention, and I think it came back in May, and in April you're being asked to, resolve it, deal with it, figure it out. But some of you may be tempted to ignore it, make it someone else's problem. I'm not gonna lie, this one's a little bit confusing for me. I guess this back here for some of you could be that somebody hid something else from you, or you hid something from... Something could have been hidden back here that disrupted the Ten of Cups, family, marriage, whatever. And here is where we're really truly learning about who that person was. It's like you're going back to the basics, going back to the drawing board on a person, and finding out that they were not who you thought they were. I did say, for some of you this could be about child support or child custody, and you may have to choose between career and dealing with the situation. For some of you, this could be like somebody trying to avoid their responsibilities with child or children, or with something to do with career. But regardless, the Ten of Cups is what we're trying to get back. That may be what ended. Was this ideal outcome, which is the Ten of Cups. We get what we want, what we need to be happy. That came down in May, and in June we're trying to gain it back. So July, Seven of Cups, confusion, a lack of clarity, misunderstanding, not being realistic, having unrealistic expectations, or not seeing something for how it really is, self-deception, Ten of Swords. How could this happen? Not understanding why something ended. You did have quite a few cards already of the Rat came out, so you could be confused on why someone betrayed you in the month of July, but it's not because you didn't have warnings. I think it's because you distracted yourself. Tell me about that Ten of Swords, or you had stuff going on too, but Ten of Swords and the Seven of Cups, please. One more with the Ten of Swords and the Seven of Cups. 1, 2, 3, Page of Swords. Yeah, I get this thing and like going back to the drawing board, relearning something. investigating, doing some detective work. But it's like all of this could have been avoided had it been done back here. And for whatever reason it was put off, it was procrastinated, it was pushed off to someone else or another day. And now, because we left it for so long, let's look at that Ten of Swords. Now we're asking questions. Now we're trying to figure out why. Tell me about that Ten of Swords. Okay. Five of Pentacles. In the reverse. Yeah, it's like, you're looking at why someone abandoned a situation, maybe abandoned you. Tell me about that page. Oops. Three of Swords. Yeah, whatever this was back in May, probably even before that, but it came to a head in May. You're trying to figure out why you got hurt. What, or figure out the reason behind somebody's actions that disappointed you. Or possibly yourself. Like, where did I go wrong? And like, follow the dots back to figure out what happened that led up to this moment. Because you're confused about it. You don't have clarity. You don't have closure. So in the month of July, you are trying to understand. Why are we confused over what? Obviously, somebody abandoning, neglecting, rejecting, walking away, leaving you out in the cold. Why did this happen? Someone could have betrayed you, betrayed your trust. 1, 2, 5 of Swords. And the Queen of Swords. So remember when we had the Queen of Swords before, that was, I believe, back here. Or no, maybe even up there in March, February. I think it was March or April. It wasn't addressed. It wasn't addressed when it should have been. You ran headlong into this issue because it was avoided. Or you weren't asking the right questions when it mattered. And now you're asking questions and you realize that it kind of defeats the purpose, but you still want to understand why. Tell me about that Seven of Cups. Yeah, you tried to convince yourself that everybody was happy, everything was good, and that was that energy I got from that the Empress in the situation. She wanted to keep things lighthearted, carefree, fun, but the Emperor was the one with the Seven of Cups. This could be switched, you know. Maybe it was you that was truly, truly struggling in a connection and somebody else wasn't taking you seriously, and so you blew things up. But I think avoidance was the issue here. Yeah, there it is again. That's the 4th time. Someone working against you behind your back. You were lying to yourself about a situation, about a person. You were avoiding the truth. You were telling yourself or people around you everything was fine, and then it blew up. Tell me about that 10 of Swords with the 5 of Pentacles. Good news. You had ear. I think the ear is there because you weren't hearing what you needed to hear, or someone wasn't hearing what you needed them to hear. Tell me more. Egg, success assured with good plans and hard work. As long as you put in the effort, as long as you showed up, things would work out on their own, and they didn't. Tell me about that Page of Swords. Marriage. This could have been within a marriage. Yeah, I told you that like January, February, March. Back in March or April. Yeah, that was April. Back in April, we needed to have a serious discussion. You needed to listen intently. And it could be the other way around. Tell me more. Page of Swords, 3. Okay. Tiger. Doing something risky, taking a chance. Whatever that was, it came back to bite you. For some of you, that could have been getting involved with someone who was married. Or doing something risky within a marriage. And it's like that. What is it? Everything that shines isn't gold. That's kind of the energy I'm getting there. It's like if you wanted something bad enough, and if you tried hard enough, you can make it work. But in this case, you didn't hear what you needed to hear. You didn't pay attention to the things you needed to pay attention to, or the other person didn't. And they're the ones sitting, scratching their head, wondering why you left the marriage, or why you ended things, or why you walked away, or vice versa. Somebody wasn't listening. August, 4 of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. Slow realization. You are starting to understand slowly. It's like a difficult pill to swallow. It could be the other person, but this is your reading, so it's like you realize too late. Tell me about that Knight of Pentacles with the 4 of Cups. Like you didn't see the signs, you weren't paying attention to the signs. I think a lot of you were caught up in the good things that were going on, that you were not seeing what was falling apart. 7 of Cups. Tell me about that Knight of Pentacles. Tell me about that Knight of Pentacles. And even now, even in the month of August, we're still hesitant to accept. Very slow to accept. Still trying to find a way to not look at something. Or someone else is being that way. 1, 2, 3. Or this could be just so caught up in your own feelings that you don't see opportunities being handed to you. Potential new beginnings. We're lost in thought, lost in our feelings in the month of August, that we may miss an opportunity. Tell me about that Seven of Cups. Because we're still stuck. 8 of Wands. And we don't even know what to do with it if it hit us over the head. What it is, I don't know. It's something new. Some new opportunity. New beginning. Tell me about that 4 of Cups. This could be just being overwhelmed with all the feelings. That we don't see an opportunity when it's there. Successfully overcoming a problem. We have bridge, so it is a way out. It's a bridge, or a way to bridge a gap. That could, tell me more. However, you might miss it. This could be a missed opportunity in August. Tell me more. Unsuccessful plans. Yeah, I think that's just confirming potentially missing an opportunity in the month of August. It's not super obvious, but at the same time, if you don't look for it, you're not going to see it. Tell me about that Knight. Tell me about that Knight. Be careful, do not take risks. That's that Knight of Pentacles. He doesn't take risks. Or it could be a plan that you have that it's not going to work for whatever reason, based on this lack of clarity. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Do not take risks. Tell me about that Seven of Cups with the 8 of Wands. Don't let your self-doubt or your self-delusions fool you in the month of August. Okay. Carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. That's that 8 of Wands. Can't talk about travel. But physical or mental journey too with that 7 of Cups. Don't let your imagination get carried away with you. There's a way to fix the problem, but it has to be realistic, and that's what the Knight of Pentacles takes his time to consider things. He doesn't just make a decision quickly, hastily, without forethought. And then happiness under journey. So some of you may need to get out of your head or get out of a situation in order to clear your mind, because with the 4 of Cups there, I do think you're going to be a little bit like just disenchanted, emotionally unhappy, unsatisfied with how things are going. You may need a breath of fresh air. September, we have the Knight of Cups, 2 of Swords. One more. One more with the Knight of Cups and 2 of Swords. Okay. I think that's where the do not take risks Make sure whatever decision you make in the month of August to September is based on, reality, realistic approach, common sense. Ace of Wands. Okay, so you do have some kind of opportunity that you embark on. I just don't know if you go about it the right way, because there's that warning. This was the opportunity I thought you might miss, but it was more a warning about not taking one that's an unnecessary, foolish risk. And that's that Two of Swords. Is like, you can't talk about indecision, but it's also about not seeing something at face value. Tell me about justice. Tell me about justice. One. Two. Magician. It all depends on how you approach it. I think it stems from way back here. This is it's like trying our hand again at something, but it all depends on maybe your motives and intentions in doing so, or maybe your expectations, like whether or not this rights itself is a fair and just outcome is entirely dependent on how you handle it and how you deal with this Two of Swords, which is a lack of awareness, choosing not to see something. So where you were blind before, you need to open your eyes. Diamond, you will be receiving or giving a precious gift. What are you going to do with it? We have Yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. See, that's not the energy you want to be in. Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assures success. That is the energy you want to be in. It's between these two. If you approach a problem feeling like you're tied down, frustrated, you're going to materialize that. You're going to manifest that. But if you come from the energy of strength, peace, gratitude, then you will get the outcome that you want. Or at least you won't be disappointed. Two of Swords. Tell me about that Two of Swords. What are they missing? That's too many. Tell me about that Two of Swords. What are they missing? What are they not seeing? Star. Guaranteed success. See, success is not ever guaranteed. And then Goldfish came back out. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. I'm going to be honest, Taurus, I'm getting this sense that for some of you out there, that this has been an important aspect of your sense of accomplishment. Good advice from a wise person. It's not everything. And once you make that everything, you lose sight of what really matters. And that's why I was getting that way back, wherever that was, like a wake-up call. Tell me more. It's almost like you had to lose something else important to you to realize what was really, truly important. Good advice from a wise person warning you of a problem now or in the future. So there's somebody in the month of September that's trying to warn you. And I think it has everything to do with all this success that you got way back here. Or maybe they gave it to you. They gave you that warning and you didn't heed the warning and then you paid the price. Remember when I said pride before a fall? Eight of Swords, Three of Pentacles. We don't see a workable plan in the month of October. Six of Pentacles in the challenge position with the 9. Not wanting to work with others. It's like you see it as a demand and as taking from your happiness instead of allowing it to be something that could add to. I'm going to be honest. I'm talking to a Taurus out there that has been stubborn for a really long time, and they don't acknowledge it. They think everything is a them problem when it's a you problem. Somebody out there's not going to like me for saying this. It could be the other way around, but I'm talking to a Taurus specifically right now that is that way, and deep down you know it, but you don't want to change because it's worked for you for so long that when it no longer works for you, you don't know what else to do. Anything else in that Three of Pentacles with the Eight of Swords? So now we have no workable solution. I think you've burned a lot of bridges along the way. And maybe that's why the rat keeps coming out. You see everyone as your enemy, everyone working against you. Your friends are superficial because you keep them at a distance. Taurus, you had to lose whatever this was back here. It was a way to show you what you were doing wrong. Yeah. You see everything as an attack, a personal attack. You see every, even if they're trying to help, you see it as someone trying to take from you. You keep doing the same things, expecting different results, and then thinking that it's a problem that's being pushed on you, shoved on you, like you're being attacked. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. Tell me about that Eight of Swords. There's Dark Man again. Tell me about that Eight of Swords. Someone will gossip about all your secrets. For others of you that does not resonate for, in the month of October, you could be surrounded by people. Look at that again. Someone working against you behind your back. You are dealing with people that are not on your side. And maybe it's because where you work, you can't do anything about it. You're fighting a battle with like superiors that you can't really, or you know, they're family members and you can't really do anything. You can't fight because they all have each other's backs. You're the odd man out here. For other Tauruses, that is the issue. But there is a Taurus that is watching where the first scenario was the problem. A marriage will take place, romance or business, that's at Three of Pentacles. That's a partnership where there's a lot of drama, gossip, crap going on. Tell me about that Three of Pentacles. Okay. Muddled, unclear thinking. You will be shown the way. I think that it will come down to, with that Six of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, having to be completely selfish. It's going to feel like you're being completely selfish, but you're just separating yourself from the people that are working against you and hurting you. Could be an older woman involved. Tell me about that Six of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, please. Tell me about the Six and Nine of Pentacles. Whoever this is, or well, whoever these people are, they are leeching you of your ability to grow, and not necessarily financially. Opportunity or windfall. They may even just be around because you are successful and they want what you have. Meanwhile, they're talking crap behind your back. Yeah, doing something risky, taking a chance. I think the risky move here is to separate yourself from this. You may feel like you owe your success to this, but if it's robbing you of your self-confidence, liking yourself, it's time to let it go. Moving on. King of Cups. Very well could be a Scorpio in the month of November. Tell me more. Okay, right off the bat. Tell me that. Yeah, protecting yourself from people that would rather see you fall and fail negative, hurtful influences that only want to feel like they win because their ego is too big. And their heart too small. Tell me about that Five of Swords. Be careful of self-sabotage though too as well. Not everyone is that rat. Tell me about that Five of Swords. Could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. But an argumentative person or people. I think you're supposed to protect yourself into the relationship and then keep your walls up. Like, keep that barrier, keep that boundary up. Compliments from an admirer. I don't think I trust this person based on that Five of Swords. Increase your effort if you want to achieve your goal. Tell me about death and the Knight of Wands. Something needs to end in the month of November, or something will end in the month of November. But it's not going to end peacefully because somebody here would be angry. Angry that you're trying to separate. Getting back to the basics. Yeah, you're cutting things, this energy, that energy that's been following you this entire reading, you're cutting that out. Eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. That's the way you triumph over this, is if you create a boundary between you and that influence. especially if they're an influence that's a fake friend or a fake ally. You'll already know who these people are by now. In the month of November, there will be some anger, accusations, arguments possibly, over you creating that and dedicating yourself to not returning to. December, Two of Wands, standing at a crossroads, a decision, possibly about moving, either literally or figuratively, moving on. One more with the Chariot and the Two of Wands. What direction you go in the future. Making peace with it without feeling bad. Without feeling guilt, remorse, shame over what was lost. Making peace. Tell me about what the decision is. Tell me about that Two of Wands. Tell me about that Two of Wands. What is that? Open road. What is that? Or crossroad, not open road, crossroad. 1, 2, 3. It's almost, yeah, giving yourself permission to make yourself your focus again. Choosing yourself. Disappointment in a friend or lover. Tell me about the Chariot. It's okay to choose you. Family wishes come true. Strong emotion, love or hate. Yeah, people are going to have very strong feelings about it. But it's not about them, it's about you. In the month of December, I think it will come down between choosing you or choosing them. Money will be coming to you. Someone new is entering your life. Yeah. Choosing the old version of you, the old path, or the new path. If you choose the new path, there will be gifts. It's not like you're losing everything, which is a danger here, is that you'll feel too attached to what you're giving up. Despite the disappointment, you will feel too attached, and you won't make the decision that's best for you. In the month of December, you won't choose you based on some emotional or predisposition to feel obligated to choose family, friend, them. And in the month of December, you'll have to choose. Sorry it kind of got brief. I took so much time here that I'm running out of time there. Main